So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Rodrigo. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Ruben Neves. Tries a shot! Decent enough try. And he cuts out the supply. That has been cut short. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play from the right side of attack, because that enables him then to be able to just drift inside on his left foot and then open up the pitch to see what he can deliver from there. And he's expert once he does tuck into those little spaces and pick out whoever's making the runs. And for that reason, I think he could be crucial.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Spread neatly. Palmer. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Haaland.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, chance for a shot! There it is! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Played back. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Showing good feet. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Reinders, looking for a runner. Well timed, excellent interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe! Now it's Haaland. Now it's Rodrigo. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, good-looking ball.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Ruben Neves. Vietnam do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Looking for options for movement. Now the cross. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Substitution on the field. Number 15. Dembele.
So time for change. This one has been on the cards for a little while.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting.
Mbappe! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Palmer receives it in a good position here. Can he finish? It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already... Nunez! Goal! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That pass isn't the best. Haaland. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Foden.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Foden receives it in a good shapes to shoot. It's there. A game of drills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And here's Nunez. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the counter is on. Haaland, he's picked his way through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's a throw-in. Foden. Deep cross.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Passing nice and neat. And he's well positioned here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Haaland. Searching pass he's played there. Shot a goal! Oh, taken with style! And they get themselves in front! Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Gravenberch. And it's Gravenberch. Pedri. Oh, this looks sharp. Succumbs to the pressure. And the shot's on here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Haaland. Well, that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now then, the ball's come loose. Mbappe, there's the shot! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered...
Can he finish? He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rice. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's slipping. Big header! It's hit the uprights. It's in! Into the lead once more. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And it's Nunez. And that pass just didn't quite work. Gravenberch. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Haaland. Now there's a fine ball. Takes a shot! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's got...
Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Takes aim and crosses. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and...
Can he finish? And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. Vietnam are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. And the game has already resumed here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bellingham. Bellingham. Real chance! They've done it! And the comeback is complete!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or...
Oh, great header! Great effort. He flew in with courage.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
Rice. And it's Pedri. And he's being shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe. Upamecano. Rice. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Timber. Bellingham. Steaming on goalwards.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vietnam needing a change of fortune here. Pedri.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
That has ended up in no man's land. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 15, Dembele. Number 14,
Timber takes control of it and he's on the move.
Coming on the field.
Now it's Alvarez.
Mbappe.
And it's Ruben
Number
Neves.
9,
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well.
Number 21.
And he's lost. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the man...
And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Haaland. Yildiz. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that looks a good ball through. Guardiol. Can he get on the end of this? Well timed, excellent interception. Guardiol is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run.
And a chance! And that would have won it.
Alvarez really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
He's chosen to go back. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, good spread. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Tries to play it through. Pedri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rice. Now Mbappe. And here's Bellingham. Matheus Nunes. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Ruben Neves. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Yildiz. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Matheus Nunes. And it's Pedri. Now Mbappe.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, they could break here. Lovely. Now then. Just on the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose.
And we're done. Vietnam played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
And just a quick reminder today.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Ferdinand is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. Great ball, and he's in here. The chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vieira clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Well, Jim, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Pirlo. Messi. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And it's Nedved. Can he spark a counter here? Dembele. He's had it taken off him. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Nedved can see things others simply cannot. So it is still 0-0. Nesta calmly anticipates. Koller. That's a cute ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's nice. And he lines up a he gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Can he get onto this? Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Played into space. And this is Dembele. Looking to play him in. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Messi, he's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Thinks one through. And this is Dembele. He has found the way through. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Pirlo.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
It's come backwards here.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Nice bit of trickery. Koller. Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. Big header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Thuram is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Passing is crisp and sharp. A probing pass. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And a chance! It's in! There is the breakthrough! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
There's the shot! Has another go! Shot a goal! Oh, it rattles the bar! Cafu. Vieira. Adriano. It's Adriano!
Has been indicated.
He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Vieira. Oh, can he get onto this? And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Goes for a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Dembele. Gullit can be a real threat inside the box. Koller. Ambitious ball here. And this is Gullit. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Thuram. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Gullit. Koller. Pirlo being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Header! Oh, crossbar! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And that is expertly dealt with. He's fizzed it forward. Pirlo. He's looking wide. And this is Nedved. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
No way through there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not... Great chance! He scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he can clear it away.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Hullet. Coming on the field is number 13, Nedved. Substitutions taking place.
Koller. Seedorf. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's Ferdinand. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to get it away. Now, he's got space here.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Bale. Bale. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good ball! Seedorf showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nice-looking ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Neymar. And it's Neymar. And it's Vieira. Vieira. And he's chosen to go back.
Not a lot more he could do there. That's a terrific interception. He's had a stellar game.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Maldini concedes a free kick for that.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Decent hit from there. Vieira. Seedorf. Great ball if he can get there. Shot could be on. Araujo is there to clear. Cafu.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Raul. And it's Neymar. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now this could be a chance. Ferdinand,
2 added minutes has
expertly
been
cut out,
indicated.
really nicely done. Dembele, oh, easy pickings there. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's in space and looking for options. Neymar! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And that is that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
I'm afraid to tell you
Would you
that
summarise what we've seen today then,